Hey, it's Lucky. I never thought I'd make a post like this, but I feel the need to address something that's been happening in the Godot community. As some of you may have noticed, the Godot forums have been closed. This happened following a discussion on Twitter between the creator of Godot and the current owner of the forums. Well, discussion may be a big word, but I think there are a lot of accusations here and maybe a little bit too much emotion. Although I'm personally not involved in anything that's happening here, I'm always very up to date on what's happening in Godot and who are playing roles, and I'd like to give my third-party opinion on the whole thing before everybody goes into panic mode. What really sparked the drama here was that the creator of Godot was asking for funding for Godot. This of course seems like a very reasonable thing, as Godot is open source, so it doesn't make money on its own. It still needs to be ran, there needs to be a website, somebody needs to design the logos, somebody needs to build the demos for the game. And so Godot is running on donations, and that's why he's asking for money. However, the creator of Godot and a friend of him, Remy, are running a second company. It's called W4 Games, and like I just said, this is a company, so it's not an open source thing or a community-driven thing. This is a company which was made to make money. But W4 Games has of course a strong connection to Godot. All their products are based on Godot and growing the community around Godot. Some of the products they're hoping to make are console ports for Godot. They're hoping to make ports for Switch, Xbox Series X, PS5, and they're also hoping to set up a networking solution. I know this because I'm in the process of getting into the early access program for W4 Games. But this is where the confusion started. W4 Games did a crowdfunding to start up the company and made $8.5 million. And now with the creator of Godot asking for more funding for Godot, a lot of people feel like this $8.5 million might have been mismanaged, or even worse, put into the personal pocket of the creator of Godot. I think these accusations are unfair. I think W4 Games was a smart move. A lot of the products that W4 Games supplies, like console ports and a networking solution, are going to cost a lot of money. You're going to need a legal team when you want to work with existing companies of the consoles. And you're going to need a server setup and people working on these servers. And you're going to need to pay all these people, so a company makes much more sense than an open source, community-driven solution. But what is creating all this frustration right now is that a lot of people believe that W4 Games and Godot were much more intertwined than they really are. They believed that when they were donating to W4 Games, they were donating to the Godot engine and not to this separate company that is making products for the Godot engine. And they believe that this donation money, this 8.5 million of W4 Games, should be moved over to the Godot engine when it's in need of funding. Which sounds so strange to me, because W4 Games is running on the Godot engine. Their entire company is based on if the Godot engine is doing well or not. So if the creator of Godot would really feel like the Godot engine would be failing if it doesn't get any funding right now, of course there's going to be money for it, because otherwise the whole company would just crumble. And I think that's exactly what is scary right now to people. That it feels like the Godot engine is starving for money, while this W4 Games, this personal company running on Godot, is making millions. But I don't think this is the case. Godot, the engine, is not a company. It's an open source piece of software. It's from the people, for the people. Of course there needs to be a little bit of money to keep the download servers running, the website and the docs, but it doesn't need to make money all the time. The only thing it really needs is people to be enthusiastic about it and wanting to improve it. And I think that that's being overlooked here. I think making all these accusations and calling Godot a scam could be harmful to the community. This is a community of people who work on a project because they love it, not because they're making money or they're losing money. It's just because they love to make games in this engine, they love to work on the engine. And I think putting that at risk, just because you think money is being mismanaged or you think some messages of the creator have been unclear, is really harmful to such a loving and caring community that is Godot. And of course, if these people are right, and we see the creator of Godot driving off in his Ferrari and leaving W4 Games and the Godot engine to die, of course I will take back all my words and cancel him on Twitter or something. But right now, there's no reason to be scared. Godot has been doing wonderfully, and 4 has been amazing, and 4.1 has been even more amazing. But in the meantime, I think we should be very careful with this community. It's been so nice, the forums and the subreddits. Everybody has been so friendly and so motivating to each other. And even the smallest little projects and the people getting started are getting so much love. I think it's a wonderful place, and I think we should do everything to protect it. And keep these type of accusations and this type of drama out of the community. Especially when you don't have any proof yet. So yeah, I hope this will all blow over, and I hope the forums will open up again. And I don't want to personally call out the owner of the forums, because again I can understand the misunderstanding here and understand that it costs money to run the forums, and that it must hurt to feel like the Godot engine and the forums are struggling for money while this personal company is making a lot of money. But yeah, I hope in the end everybody can look each other in the eyes and shake some hands, and we can keep this awesome community going. Anyway, I hope this is the last drama I have to cover on this channel, but I really just want to put out a positive message here and let everybody know that Godot has been doing great, and that Godot will continue to do great as long as the community is enthusiastic. So yeah, that's my take on it. I think there's been a misunderstanding. I think there's nobody really to blame here. I think there's nothing to be scared of yet, and I think we should just try and keep going the way we are. Let me know what you think about it, and if I missed something very important. I'm always open for discussion. But until then, see you next time.